As cities adopt advanced technologies, how do we ensure they remain inclusive, fair, and people first? So guiding this discussion is our moderator. I would like to welcome to the stage Dr. Raslan Ahmad from the Malaysia Smart Cities Alliance. And joining Dr. Raslan on stage, I'd like to invite Darwin Manuvak from City of Elegant, Mayor Dr. Kenneth Kashart, City of Nakhon Si Tamarat, Dr. Alfonso Vergara, von Adosian Metropoli, and Datuk Seri Town Planner Dr. Maimuna binti Muhammad Sharif, Kuala Lumpur City Hall. Thank you very much. And may I now hand over the stage to Dr. Raslan Ahmad.
Good afternoon all. First and foremost, on behalf of Malaysia Smart City Alliance Association, we would like to take this opportunity to thank the organizer for inviting us to moderate this very important session. We are lucky enough because we have the champion. I call champion because they are the decision maker in many ways. Not only that, we want to have more engagement and insight what real action be done, not so much on planning. So we're talking about action in a real manner, because that will ensure the transformation happen at all levels. So that's the purpose of this session.
Thank you so much, Razlan. I think your introduction really scared me on the expectation of the audience. First of all, thank you so much for inviting us, and please visit our pavilion. You will know more about what Kuala Lumpur is doing at the moment now. But for the at Kuala Lumpur, we are very actually. I joined as a mayor of Kuala Lumpur in August last year. I'm very fortunate that Kuala Lumpur already have the Kuala Lumpur Digitalization Strategic Plan 2021 to 2025. At the moment now, we are doing the new version. So with this expo, I think we will get a lot of feedback, a lot of lesson learned, a lot of knowledge, because we are now preparing for the 2026 to 2030 digitalization strategic plan. And we are people-centered smart city. I'm always mentioned that I don't want to be vendor-driven. I want to be people-centered, the one that we really need, that we look for the vendor to help us. Not that the vendor come to us and then show to us and give us 1 year free, then after that don't really have the knowledge, the local knowledge to continue the work. I think that's where it's many of the local government or many cities, but even when I was in the UN, I think they are jammed there. After the vendor withdraw, there is a problem. So I think we are in KL, we are promoting people-centered smart city, and we have 4 themes. One is empowering technology, digital delivery, strong data and analytic. But many people say that, oh, I have many data, but sometimes you don't have data, but you have figures. Because figures without analysis tool is not a data. Data without the need is not information. So leaders without information, sometimes they make a wrong decision. So I think that is where is figures. We need to turn figures into data through the analysis tools. And at the same time, we must have a good ICT governance. That is where technology can help us, also KL citizen and Malaysia and the visitors like. Please, if you are here, take the opportunity to go to our KLCCC, not KLCC, yeah, that's a shopping complex. KLCCC, Kuala Lumpur Command Center, where we have the Integrated Operation Center. We deployed 16 AI use cases, which include traffic and crime management, flood detection, pothole monitoring, recording of illegal dumping, crowd management, and many others. There are 16 AI. You can please, it's in Bukit Jalil, please visit our center. And this smart traffic, for example, last time we have to put the traffic police at the very various traffic island or traffic junction in order to have a green wave, but now we can only control it from the control center. At the same time, in terms of flooding, last time I was told that when during this moment, end of the year, we have to station our technician at the 30 hotspot area to monitor the river, to monitor the area. But now we are from the center. We know that when we have the sensor and we know when the river rise and when there heavy rain, and we have the sensor, and we straight into the apps of the engineer who handle that particular area. They call it city manager apps. So they know exactly. This is also reduce cost of doing business, at the same time increase efficiency. At the same time also we have the working together with the police in terms of the crime management, and we are having this facial recognition. So if you can give me your car number, I can detect where did you go for the last 1 week. so many of people say that, hey, you want to track your husband or your wife, you can use also the data. So just that beside that, it's a joking. That's how AI is looking into the Kuala Lumpur. At the moment now, we are preparing our Kuala Lumpur Urban Observatory. And at the same time, in terms of the city planning system, you can look at our city planning outside at the pavilion. And we are having the citizen-friendly chat box. Well, they call it Kak Long. I don't know why they don't call it Kak Ngah, but they call it Kak Golong. But more important is that I'm very happy that we received the AI Cities Grant. Only that is so timely that today I received the email from the Ministry of Digital. We are getting the AI City Grant on citywide digital twin, smart tree monitoring, and AI-based road access mapping. And we are now doing the mapping. Thank you so much, doing the mapping of the utility. I think this is also the good part of the incident. I mean, not to say that there is the sinkhole. When the sinkhole happened, then we realized that we don't have the integrated data in terms of the utility under the ground. And we managed to get some funding from the federal, and now we are doing it. We are doing the Kuala Lumpur utility data which is underground, and we are trying to cover the whole Kuala Lumpur. At the same time, also looking into how we can help to make a decision better, and we already have the local plan gazetted. And my dream is that when any development coming in, I can use AI to process my development plan, approve, tango, or you have to go back and do something, or rejected. But of course, we need the capacity to include it, to update, to upload what is it in the AI. Because in AI, as I said just now, I think in the morning is saying that it's not really helping us if we don't help ourselves. I think because one rubbish in is rubbish out. So that's where I think that we need the capacity. So in this case, I think for Kuala Lumpur, we are moving forward. We are already moving forward to digitalization, towards AI. At the same time, we try to see how we can reduce cost of doing business in the complex environment of Kuala Lumpur. Thank you.
Thank you, Dato' Sri. Amazing. Awesome.
Completed our ASEAN Mayors Forum last August, and one of the area is on smart city. I think what we are looking at, we look at the opportunities and the challenges. The challenges that even locally, even in Kuala Lumpur, we have the challenges of data integration. When we talk about ASEAN, how can we have the same platform of data at the ASEAN level? What type of parameter, which data that we are looking at? Because when you look at the data, it is very, very important that we look at also the skills and the human capital and the leadership, as what Alfonso is talking about. And then because AI is only effective as the people behind it, so we need to have a continuous continuous capacity buildings. So that is also at the local level and also at the ASEAN level. Second is in terms of at the ASEAN level and at the same time at the local level, measuring impact. What is the KPI that we want to use? Because it's at the local level, Kuala Lumpur or even Malaysia and now ASEAN. What are the KPI? What are the data that we need to be shared and not to be shared? I think that is also in terms of the cyber security, because data is very, very sometimes sensitive. Even in City Hall itself, Kuala Lumpur City Hall is my data, that's your data. And even in Malaysia and now in the ASEAN, I think there is also data security and also data sensitivity. Fourth, but last but not least, is also in terms of the cultural change. I think cultural transformation, this is so needed also in ASEAN, because when we use AI, we have to look at the efficiency. How can we help us to manage the complexity of managing a city like Kuala Lumpur or even the smaller city? Second is also in terms of competitiveness. We hope that at the ASEAN level, we can have a positive competition. Yes, we need to compete between Malaysia, between Thailand and also Philippines. But I think that we need to look into the positive competitiveness and how we can compete with each other and how can we look into that. And another one is inclusivity. I think how inclusive we are together at the local level, national level, and also at the ASEAN level. And at the same time, I think this is very important, because once we have the capacity, when we have the network, when we have the parameter, I think during the ASEAN Mayors Forum, one of the areas that we want to put forward at the end of the ASEAN meeting is that the mayors or the local government voices, because whatever policy that you do at the national level, without the implementation at the local level, I think you will find a lot of challenges in implementing their policy. Thank you so much.
Mr. Dewan?
When you talk about ICT solutions, definitely a number of the cities have their own. They develop their own. And of course, if there's a private sector coming in, of course, there's money, etc., etc. But for governments, what we've started in the Philippines is just to share ICT solutions. Like, say, for example, if you don't have this ICT solution, then we can share it to you. But at the ASEAN level, we can also probably do that. Like a CSR in the private sector, we may have like that probably for governments. As a second-tier city in the Philippines, it's also, as I've told you, I've mentioned about costs in terms of digital transformation. But what is important is we need to start small. And what is important also is that the communities are valuing those small steps. You say, for example, in the case of addressing traffic, we've solved around 300 issues of traffic last year when we started launching our Smart City Command Center. And that's very important, particularly for the community. So if we think of the ASEAN, I think what is important really is collaboration and exchanges of ideas, maybe a big brother, small brother approach. Of course, I envy Kuala Lumpur because they have a lot of AI solutions. No, in our case, as a smaller city, we still have few, but we have the plan. It's an ongoing direction. It's not that easy, but what is important is that as long as the leaders have the vision and has the vision and the direction and the plan, and institutionalize it with all the laws and people then that will do. Thank you.
Just have 30 seconds. I will share with you a story that what we are doing right now in our city. AI is a frontier technology. People think AI is very far-fetched, cannot reach. But right now we are using AI to train the people bedridden or people who have stroke that cannot move, cannot go anywhere, stay in their bed, but they can use mobile phone. So we have a platform for them that they can train AI using their fingers and earn money. So we use this project to show and to share that technologies will benefit everybody. The poor of the poor who get a benefit from AI. If you get that point across the people, you make AI technology a very tangible asset of the city. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kana. Unfortunately, we cannot continue further. Once again, collaboration, partnership, people-centric is crucial for our success in adoption of AI. Once again, thank you all. Can we give a big applause to our panelists? Thank you. Over to
Let's give a round of applause to our moderator as well, Dr. Raslan, and our esteemed panelists. So may I invite our moderator and our panelists to step forward. Let's take a quick photo here today. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give a round of applause to our moderator and our esteemed panelists, the city leaders. Thank you very much